بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله الأمين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Say sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Obviously, this session is going to be recorded for grade 4 to revise together what we have seen during this week, the third week, in spelling, which is contractions, okay, which is an easy lesson, of course, okay. But before that, you can see that I have joined a set of photos, okay, a group of photos of some of my heroes, okay. All of you are heroes, but every and each week I'm going to choose the best heroes of the week. So let's start. The best heroes of week 3 are عمار ماجد الزنفلي, of course, مالك يوسف إدلبي, مروان الغرايبة, كمال محمد عفانة, علي الدوسري, أجري كوران سفوك, آدم حمدي, طارق فادي المناصير, and معاذ الديري. If you're going to be the champ for 3 weeks, okay, for example, this week, the next week, and the week after the next week, you're going to have a special gift. It's not a normal gift. So try to do your best to join this group of students. Maybe next week we're not going to find the same students, okay? I'm trying my best to be fair and to give each student, okay, some points for participating, some points for revision, some points for being a good student in the class. And that's why we have 9 students today. They are the best during this week. They were the first students to send their homework. They were so so respectful. They followed the rules, and that's why they collected the highest points. And next week maybe we're going to have them. Maybe we're going to have the same students, or maybe we're going to have some new students. Let's start. Contractions or short form. That's what we have studied during this week. Okay. Here we have the set of the heroes of this week again. Then we have what we call the short forms. So a contraction is a shortened form of a word by replacing the missing letters with apostrophe. And we have explained that. We have said, for example, I am, it's going to be we're going to omit the A, and we're going to change the A into an apostrophe, okay? Here we have a set of common contractions in English, just like are not. You're going to notice that we're going to omit the N and the O always, unless you're going to deal with the will not. Okay, it's an exception. It's going to be won't. W-O-N apostrophe T. However, the others, you're going to omit the N and the O and replace it with an apostrophe. Did not, you're going to omit the N and the O, and you're going to replace it with an apostrophe. Do not, the same thing. Okay, you're going whenever you have a negation, you're going to omit the N and the O, and you're going to replace it with an apostrophe, and you have to move the N toward what? Toward the original verb. For example, here we're going to omit the N and the O, then we're going to move the N towards where? Towards the R. For example, here are not. We're going to move the N here. Okay, I don't know what's going on with my pen today. Yes, exactly. So I have to move the N here, okay, and omit the O, or omit the N and the O, add a new N to R, then apostrophe. It's going to be aren't, as you can see. Okay, here well, you have to learn this by heart. You have to practice a lot. Okay, for example, we're going to omit the W and the I, and you're going to add an apostrophe. Then it's gonna be hell. What I want to say, my boys, it's better during writing and official papers, do not use the shortened forms. Do not use the contractions, please. Okay, use the original form, please. Okay, because it's an official paper. Okay, it has to be in a way a respectful paper. In official papers, we do not use contractions. Here, as you can see, we have I am. It's gonna be I have. Always omit the A and the H. Okay, isn't, of course, it's the same negation, but teacher told us to pay attention to will not. Let us, the same here. We're going to omit the U apostrophe S, she will the same. That is always with is, omit the I and change it into an apostrophe. The same with there is. We are, it's the same. What is, it's gonna be what. You will, it's gonna be you'll. Okay? So here, those formed by replacing missing letters with an apostrophe between nouns or pronouns and verbs. And this week we have studied together the English pronouns, okay, the plural pronouns and the singular pronouns. We are lucky, so everyone now knows what is a pronoun, and we're going to have a video about the pronouns. Here, if you can see, we have the pronoun they, which is a plural pronoun, and we have talked about this, and you can see it in the other video. Okay, originally we're going to say they are. What you're going to do is to omit the A and change it or replace it with an apostrophe. You're going to change or replace the H and A with an apostrophe. There had, here, there, had, or there would. And I have talked about this before. I said it's the same contraction for had and would. You have to pay attention to it, okay, according to the meaning of the sentence, but you're not going to have it in grade 4, okay? According to the meaning of the sentence, you're going to decide whether to use there instead of had or would. Here, of course, it's obvious. It's gonna be have, what will, who have, okay, who would, or who had. Okay, this will. As easy as that, my boys. It needs a lot of practice, okay? Then here we have what we call together the modals, and you asked me what are the modals. We're going to study the modals together in grade 5 too. Here we have the modal could. Here he said that those formed by replacing missing letters with an apostrophe between two verbs. So he's considering for grade 4, we're going to consider could and would and should and might. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. We're going to consider them as verbs, but they are not, okay? They are modals, and one day we're going to study together what are the modals in English. So we're going to have here could, then have, it's the same, okay? You're going to omit the H and the A, okay? Would have, you're going to omit the H and the A, it's the same. Should have, it's the same. Might have, it's the same. For example, I'm going to give an example. When I say I should have gone with my father before he told me, for example, okay, there is a meaning of regretting here. I should have done it, okay. There is no way I can do it now, but I'm regretting it. You see, I'm going to say I should have done it. Oh my God, okay. If I have the chance to do it again, I'm gonna do it again. You see. That's it, okay? That's an example here. It's better, I repeat, my boys, it's better to use the original form, not the contracted, shortened form, please, in official papers, okay? Then here, those formed by replacing missing letters with an apostrophe between the verb and not to give the negative form, okay? Here, he doesn't mean and not to give, no, and not between the verb and not. Okay, here I told you about that. Always like move the N, okay, to the original verb, omit the O, put an apostrophe with all of them. Weren't is the short form of were not, needn't the same, mustn't, doesn't, hadn't, wouldn't, shouldn't, couldn't. Just pay attention to won't, please, which is to improve. Thank you so much. It was an honor. See you in the next video. Goodbye.